mom of 13 children, gave birth to 4 more at the age of 65, but lives to regret it. Despite having 13 children already, she chose to have quadruplets at the age of 65. However, something horrific transpired afterwards, making her regret it forever. It's no longer rare for a woman to give birth after the age of 30 or even 40. Most women put their jobs first before thinking about having children, but Annegret Raunic went far further. She chose to become a retired mother despite the advice of others. In 2015, she became the oldest mother in the world to deliver quadruplets. Because she adores infants so much, she became well known even before the arrival of quadruplets. She had 12 children, spent her entire life working as a primary school teacher, and in the early 2000s she finally became a grandmother. The mother abruptly decided to have another child in 2005 after retiring. The 55-year-old retired woman underwent in vitro fertilization, became Germany's oldest mother, and delivered a healthy baby girl. She was criticized for being impulsive and selfish, but she was unfazed. She was a frequent guest on talk shows and never felt self-conscious about her age. After 9 years, when the sensation had faded, the youngest daughter told her mother she wished for a younger brother or sister, and even Annegret had no problem with it. Her oldest children helped her in whatever way they could, and she was feeling well. At 64 years old, she decided to become a mother for the 14th time, but there was a significant problem: her age. She was unable to bear children naturally since she had already experienced menopause. She decided to undergo an artificially fertilized donor egg transplant at a significant Kiev hospital, and as a result, she was given a lucky ticket. In such cases, doctors often suggest just saving 1 or 2 seeds to minimize risks. Despite the risk that the babies would be born underweight and suffering from a number of illnesses, the mother decided against receiving treatment and instead gave birth to all 4 of them. Was it impulsive behavior or a burning desire to relish motherhood? Making an appearance on talk shows and becoming included in the world records of Guinness. Nobody was aware of the mother's primary motivation for acting like a real spy without disclosing her activities to her German doctors or even her older children. Doctors issued a health risk alert for the mother. Multiple pregnancies at that age can lead to gestational diabetes, high blood pressure, and heart disease. On the other side, the woman felt well the entire time she was pregnant. She gave birth to 3 boys and a girl on May 19, 2015. All of the infants weighed less than 1 kilogram. While the mother was confined for 2 weeks to the intensive care unit, the infants were placed in a prenatal ward to gain strength. She moved from Berlin to a smaller location near her grown children after giving birth. But as a result of the dramatic pregnancy story and extensive media coverage, several of her elder children have cut off ties with their mothers. At that point, Layla, 14, and a couple temporary nannies were the only ones remaining to help her. She was struggling to manage a 4-seater pram alone, and she rarely had time to take care of herself. The worst thing was that the infants were troublemakers. They run away, scream, and knock the house over. One of the boys needs physical therapy, while the girl requires glasses. She gradually overcomes the obstacles, never moans about her lot in life, and wants to go back to the city. Today, becoming pregnant at 50 or older is commonplace. 54-year-old Brigitte Nielsen gave birth to her 6th baby. Ingeborg Adaptkanight and Janet Jackson are 2 examples of women who had children after turning 50. Doctors, psychiatrists and society are still unsure how to handle these mature moms.